Let's move on to main topic number 1, shall we? And our first main topic today gets submitted to us by Darren Friesen, who writes, "Hey, John, I was devastated to find out John Wick 4 was being delayed for Matrix, but just saw that they're finally moving forward with the spin-off Ballerina and apparently putting Chloe Grace Moretz in the lead. I think this is perfect casting. What is your take on this?" All right, thanks a lot for sending that in, man. And yes, we do know that there is a John Wick Chapter 4 coming. I would have rather seen that before the next Matrix. Again, I'm one of the few people that I'm not all that excited about another Matrix film because, well, all the other Matrixes after the first one kept going on a big decline in quality, and I didn't like anything the Wachowskis did after that either, so I'm not terribly pumped yet. Hopefully the movie will get me back into it. I would have rather seen John Wick Chapter 4. But listen, all the way back in October, they announced that there was going to be a John Wick spin-off feature called Ballerina, which we all just assumed was going to be connected, of course, to the Angelica Houston ballerina company that we saw in John Wick Chapter 3. A lot of potential there. One of the great things about the John Wick universe is that it's such a big universe. I mean, there's so much mythology to explore there. And the idea was they're going to go with a ballerina. Now, at the time, they said Len Wiseman. I'm not sure if he's still attached, but of course, Len Wiseman was the director of the Underworld films. He was attached on to direct that. Well, apparently now we have some more information on that. This is what's coming out right now. Now, this is coming from Heroic Hollywood, the rights. The studio is eyeing the title character Ballerina role to be played by Chloe Grace Moretz. Of course, she was Hit Girl in Kick-Ass, and she's done other things as well since then. The name of the title character is Rooney Brown, who is an orphan that grew up within the director's crime family. Rooney is a trained global killer, but exhibits a strict moral conscience and will not kill anybody that she believes does not deserve death. The spin-off will focus on Rooney coming out of retirement to target a rival organization that has slaughtered her family. If you're going to do something with John Wick, it's got to have something to do with revenge. Revenge has got to be at the absolute hardcore of anything that involves the John Wick universe. Listen, the first thing that should be thrown out here is that this is not confirmed. Chloe Grace Moretz being looked at for this title role has not been confirmed by any of the, let's say, more solid sources at this point. So we've got to take that with a grain of salt. So let's approach this one as a rumor right now. On the basis of a rumor, I gotta say, I think this sounds like a very logical choice. I've liked Chloe Grace Moretz in the smaller things she has done, whether it's in like Neighbors 2 or whatever. She's actually does a nice little job in just about everything she appears in, and I like her. Obviously, just going back to her Hit Girl days, she can pull off on-camera action. That won't be a problem for her. She can pull that off, and it would be kind of great being able to, at some time in the future, sit down at home on a Saturday night and pop in a double feature of Kick-Ass and then Ballerina and see where that goes. But listen, Rob, they've been talking about expanding this John Wick universe for a while, both with the Continental, that is apparently still moving forward, although at a snail's pace at this point. Now we got Ballerina, and there's even talks about it expanding even more. Rob, at this point, what are you making of the sounds of Ballerina? How do you like the way this is coming together? And number two, what do you think about the possibility, understanding this is not confirmed, but the possibility of a Chloe Grace Moretz being in there?
Well, first of all, I really like Chloe Grace Moretz. She was obviously in Let Me In, the remake of Let the Right One In. I loved her as Hit Girl. I think she's really talented. I think she has a unique look to her. And I think the whole idea of this show, I guess, John, I have a soft spot for female assassins in movies, whether it's Killing Eve, whether it's La Femme Nikita, the movie, whether it's something like this. Give me female assassins. Xenia Onatopp in the Bond film GoldenEye. I mean, the idea that a young whippersnapper of a Chloe Grace Moretz is going to go unlock or unleash or open a can of whoop ass on people that did her wrong and kill a bunch of dudes in horrible ways, I'm in. I think this is great. And if we get the same kind of action that we get in the John Wick franchise, I think this could be pretty awesome. But again, like you said, I kind of want to see John Wick 4. I mean, John Wick 3 left off on a pretty big cliffhanger. And I understand why. I mean, I'm more excited to get a Matrix movie, but I think this could be really cool. Again, they're not going to diminish this franchise, and I think they've just been stepping up, especially the action. I mean, that motorcycle sequence in John Wick 3 was dope. I mean, my God. And if they start doing more of that, I'm not saying they need to go into space like Tom Cruise, but I just like to see people getting messed up in the John Wick movies. And I mean, if she's going to bring more of that, bring it on.
And by the way, the rumor is also that they're saying there could be they're planning on having appearances of Keanu Reeves and Angelica Houston as the director at some point. Not that they would be series regulars, but they would probably make a quick appearance in something like that, which I think is a good idea. Yeah, it's just something to tie it all together. All right, guys, question is, what do you think about this? Or what do you think about the idea of the Ballerina overall to expand out the John Wick universe? I actually really kind of like it. What do you guys think? And what do you think about the possibility? Understanding right now, big grain of salt, just a possibility. But the possibility of Chloe Grace Moretz, I think it actually kind of makes sense. Anyway, what do you guys think? Jump into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. All right.